went a long time for it. Push.
Come on in the room. You better come on in the room. Come on in the room. I tell you better come on in the room. We've been waiting on you. Come on in the room. Come on, come on, come on. We've been waiting on you. I know we're a tad bit early, but we need you here. Come on in this room and get down with us.
I know, everybody. I tell you everything. Now one getting it by popular demand. I told you it was coming. She keep on doing that. Come on. She gonna have some. She got requests already. Requests to sing it. I told you gonna be on Motown. People gonna have you on your own label.
Make me a store.
All you gotta do now is do more than one verse.
Yeah, I don't know that much of it.
You'll find it. And then I do have some of them people, they make it up as they go along.
Come on. Hey, go take it down to all over to jazz. Take it down to jazz.
I love it. Well, I promise you, I'm so glad everybody came in with us. You got Miss V here, and you got Miss Brown Bubbling Brown Sugar. I get it right, and she's sitting right here. She'll get it right.
Yeah, brown sugar.
Bubbling brown sugar, and I mean she's always bubbling, and you can see she brown.
That's right.
So we here tonight, and we just want to talk to some people. We want to challenge your thinking. Let's see what page you on, and that's what we want to come every time to challenge your thinking.
Yes.
I don't know about you, but Wanda done already set us on pace. She done gave us what we need to do. We want you to come on in the room so you can join us. Talk about some stuff. Give us your idea. Tell us how you feel, and we're gonna tell you how we feel.
Come on
Wanda,
and
you got anything you want to say?
I just want them to come on and sit with Miss Vee and the crew. It's been a minute. A lot of things has been happening over the summer, so we've been in and out. But we're here. And we just want you to come on in and talk with us. Get online and speak with us. Call in and talk to us. You can call us at 708-223-8953 and have a conversation with us. We want to hear your voice. We want to see hear what you have to say about our topics, okay?
Beautiful. I tell you, I got to challenge you because everybody got a thought. And your thought ain't my thought, but you got one. So let's challenge it tonight. First of all, I want to start off very simple because what we're going to do tonight, we're going to go back to some stuff that we've talked about previously. And it was on my mind, and I just want to touch bases on it. And we're going to do a little bit of something tonight that we normally don't try to do because, I don't know. I just have a thing about trying to take people's deep when it comes to the spirit. But I had something on my mind, and I just think that every now and then, we have to give you a spiritual wellness. So tonight we're going to do a little bit of that too. Okay. So the first thing I wanted to say, how people, and I looked at this, how people put that status on their thing that they single. On Facebook, they say status is single. When do you take that off?
When you get a man or a woman.
So when you get one, but you're still single.
What are you saying that?
I don't know. You sell people's and they say they status is single. And so my thing is, at what point do you take the single off? Because do you take it off when you get somebody? You take it off when you get married to them? You take it off when you get engaged to them? At what point do you take it off?
When you find someone permanent. You don't just take it off and say, I'm in a relationship right now. Sometimes they do say that, I'm in a relationship. But at the same time, I feel like you should keep it on until that's a steady relationship. If you meet somebody today or tomorrow, are you going to take your singleness off, your status, or are you in a relationship?
When I ain't taking it off, even when I'm in a relationship. I don't know. That's why I asked that question, because I was curious, that people have that on their status and they takes it off when they get in a relationship. But at the same token, they're still single. So I'm like,
okay, you're saying if you're not married, you're single.
I don't know. I don't know how this thing works now, because it's a new, it's a new day. It's a new day. We doing everything now, and that's kind of what bringing us to this topic today, because our topic today is how low can you go?
I want to know, so you're saying when you're single, And this just popped in my head. Some people are single and they're in relationship, and you get into a relationship, and somebody said that I want to bring another party into the relationship. You think that's can save a marriage or save a relationship? If you bring another party into your relationship,
No, Lord.
you don't think so? Some people say, "Oh, it spiced up the marriage, or it spiced up the bedroom, or it made us a little bit better because they brought another party in." Um, to do whatever I guess they ain't doing. I don't know.
I,
Okay,
I don't know nothing about that though.
it
But
just seems
just I don't see that. I don't see you putting you now. You you putting two monsters in a room. I can't see it. I can't see it. There, because there's one thing about that. You supposing you put a partner in the room with you and you like the partner better than the one that's in the house with you or in the relationship with you. You ain't doing nothing but creating a whole lot of mess that way. Your best out is to get the one you got, work with him, tell him what to do, dig a little deeper, try a little harder, fight a little better, do something. But bringing somebody else into this, and it's already chaos, and you're gonna bring somebody in there to make it more. No, I don't do that.
because it's like Neo. He got like 4 wives, 4 women that live with him. He got 4 girlfriends. I for the life of me, I can't see how he
He
satisfy all of them. But hey, yeah. So yeah, because he got 4 of them, and then there's other people. Like I see, what brought me to that question is I saw on TV the other day that a man and a woman was getting into it because she brought somebody in to spice up the marriage. He didn't want it, but she wanted it, because she felt like he not performing as much as he should, and so she brought the lady in, and now him and the lady is kicking it better than them too. And
I
the lady
told
said,
you.
"I don't know what she thought was wrong with you because you're good for me."
That's what I'm saying. You can't when you asking for trouble because you know that because I didn't want to change the subject. I want to stay on that subject, but I want to touch bases because it's kind of like what I wanted. Remember the story that we was talking about when the pastor of a prominent, he was good in the neighborhood, he was a good, but he left his wife and his family, and because he met somebody online and he met somebody and he left them and went with her. So to me, that's kind of like the same thing. You are creating monsters because this body is longing for something. It wants something. And that's the part I wanted to bring in. And I want you to go back to your subject. But that's what happens when we started to lean into our own understanding, into our own wants, our own desires. Because this body here, you have to kill it daily. Because it's always, when I choose to do right, evil is right there too. So I really want to do the evil and not the right.
It feels good to do evil.
It is. So that's why I was talking about this man that left what was comfortable, left what was right to go for something that he just wanted for a moment. And when he got that, and you think about that, he says, this body ain't even yours.
It's not yours.
This body belongs to the Lord. So you're supposed to do what's pleasing in his eyesight, not yours. So just because I see somebody got some biceps and what they use biceps, ain't they? Biceps and triceps and got everything, the 6-pack, and just because he looked good to me, I got to have enough common sense to know, look, you better sit yourself down. you that's just your, I even told Lane that one time. I said, Lane, I got this guy, he kind of liking me, I can tell it. Lane said, that's just your imagination. That man ain't trying to. I said, you know what? I come to find out the man was just trying to be nice. That man wasn't even trying to like me. So sometimes this thing that this part of you, it starts to long for something. But is it the something that you need? Something that God will appreciate, something that God desires for you. He knows the plan he has for you. So is your plan lining up with his plan? You go online with somebody and you say, well, this is for me. But now you got somebody, she made her look good, got all the bills, got all the stuff she probably done paid for. But now you got somebody at home who's been there for you, would have wheeled you when you get into the hospital, would have stayed up night cooking your tea, bringing you water to the bed, could have been there for you in your time of need. You found somebody that's just a replacer just because you want to satisfy a moment. No, you got to say, what's the long deal? You looking at something that's temporary onto something that could be lasting, something that would not only fill because we get to see what we want, what's on the outside, but in the end result, it done wore out. Now what you gonna do? Go back to the one that was there in the beginning? No, you ain't coming back. You ain't coming back. But that's what we need to start thinking, that this thing is not a temporary, and your body is not to be for you to just get down low. This is something you should treasure. And when you treasure it, you treat it like it's a treasure.
Right.
You don't just give it to anybody. You don't just do anything with it. What people see, it ought to be class. It ought to be integrity. It ought to be something that you can say, whenever I leave him, the memory gonna linger still. We don't left that. We have gone so far from that. Because now I say, how low can you go?
How low can you go? Some of them going extremely low.
It's low. And that's why now, how low can you go? You got one man, you want a nothing at the same time. God, you ain't got, what you gonna do? Have everything. Come on. And some stuff, keep some stuff sacred. Keep some stuff with some amount of class with it and dignity. I look at a lot of our women, because I'm gonna tell you, and I ain't forgot your story because that's a heated one. But I was just looking at something just the other day that made me say, how low can we go? I saw this thing where now what the women's are doing now. They are undressing to fight.
Yeah, they take
off their
blouses and bras and stuff.
How low can we go? Here you is out in the street. Do you have children? Do you have parents? Do you have sisters, brothers? Do you have a job? Do you have somewhere where people's is going to be? What? And then what you doing? Pulling it out so they don't pull it off? And you don't have enough class to say, no, I can't do that. My daughter watching this. My son see me. My brother watching this. My mama is in the window. At what point do we? I don't mean wonder. I just took over.
That's okay. That's okay. I know,
but I don't want to because this is what I'm saying.
Serious.
How low do we need to go? What happened to our dignity, our respect for ourselves? It's some stuff I don't even care what you think. I got to know what I think about myself. What do I feel? What is my integrity? Where is my class? And class you can't buy.
Come on. You gotta have a little bit of that.
You gotta have it.
You gotta have it. Right now, people are smoking, they drinking, they doing things. They always done it, but now they doing it to the extreme where they losing themselves. Something is in the air. Something is in this stuff, because there's some new stuff that's going on.
New.
And to just and right now, exposing yourself, there's nothing to them because they already exposed with clothes on.
Nothing.
So that's just nothing. I used to love my mini skirts, don't get me wrong, but it's to a limit. You ain't gonna see all of this. You're gonna see them legs. That's what Tina Turner taught us, them legs. Show the legs. But they showing everything right now. There's nothing to the imagination. There's nothing for them to want or desire. My cousin said that she can't speak on what we're talking about because she don't have a man, but she believed that a person shouldn't do what they, shouldn't bring anybody else into the room because they can go crazy for the other person. And you got somebody that says something there, I can't see it.
I totally agree. I don't know how we there now, but that's what I'm saying. We done come to low standards and not caring. I don't know where we get that from. I went to the dentist, and this is a whole new different story. I promise you, I'm gonna stop in a minute.
That's okay.
Because you know how it is when you get to talking, you forget.
We've been here in a week.
I know,
so
right?
We need to get it off our chest. We need this off our chest, y'all.
Because what we looking for now, we looking for all of this stuff that's satisfaction just for that moment, and we don't realize if you ought to live that you can say, I got life and I got it more abundantly. I got it. It's not just for a moment that I can see myself, appreciate myself, because I want to see myself later and I want to see it greater. But how can I see it if all I see is just this moment? I went to the dentist just this past week. That's why, and I don't even know how I'm able to talk like this because I've been in pain. But I went to the dentist and he worked on one of my teeth. And he said, this is a really good tooth, even though he was killing me and working on it. And he said, cause it's a long tooth and it's going to last you a long time. And he said, so that's good. I looked at him and I said, that ain't really good. He said, what you mean? You got it. I said, what it look like? I'm having one teeth in my mouth. All the rest of the teeth is in there. It's about to fall out. And you telling me this one is going to be in there with this one pretty teeth in my mouth. I'm like, baby, you're looking at something on a long term. These rest of the teeth is temporary. So I ain't trying to put nothing permanent in one tooth. What I look like coming around here, can't smile because there's only one tooth in my mouth. No. This is what I'm saying. We fixing this stuff. That is it's decaying. It's temporary. It's falling apart. And we is putting all this work. Because he up there telling me how much it's going to cost. Go to the temporary. Don't stick with the permanent. It's going to fall out when the rest of them fall out. Because when they all fall out, then I'll just know what I got to do. Here, you up here trying to preserve one tooth and kill me and pay, and I got to pay all this $1,000 for this one teeth? No, if you ain't preserving all of them, don't spend that much time on that one.
I don't blame you for that.
No one teeth. I ain't gonna be around there with one teeth.
One
and
good teeth that lasts forever.
Good teeth. And all he said, you ain't got but yeah, I know they ain't good, and they gonna be temporary, and that ain't gonna be temporary too. I'm not finna go around here and put all this money on one teeth, and then here I am with all the rest of them falling out. No.
I don't blame you for that one.
Yeah. And it ain't even in the front. You know, you try to preserve them little front teeth. It ain't even in the front. I'm like, dude, no.
Yeah.
We ain't doing that.
Well, we're glad you guys are joining us. I see a lot of faces online, and we appreciate you guys so much. We're talking tonight about how low can you go. We're with Miss Vee and the crew on the IntellectualRadio.com. And call us at 708-223-8953, or you can chime in online. We would love to hear what you have to say. We're talking how low can you go, and this is instance that happened on Facebook. I saw on Facebook the other day that a lady found her husband's car. She had the tracking device on the car. She found the car. It was in the back. She took the car from the back and moved it to the front and went and knocked on the door. A young lady opened the door and she asked for her husband. The husband wouldn't come out. The lady closed the door. So the wife kicked the door in, and her and the young lady got into a tussle in the house. And as they tussled in the house, the girl killed the wife while the husband was still up in the house. And I want to know, was she wrong for going over there getting a man? Was she wrong for kicking in the lady's door and telling him to come out? And he was a punk coward, didn't come out, but that's neither here or there. But he didn't come out. And this young lady ended up jumping in his car, driving towards the police station. She got almost there and she died. But before she died, she got an opportunity to tell them who shot her and everything like that. My thing is, should she have went in that lady's house? Should she have just took that car and left? I believe she should have taken the car and just left. What's your thought on that?
I think she should not even went. First of all, you must have already felt something for you to put a tracking device on the car. That's the first thing. So already your jealousy is already done went way farther than it should have. So you know that you're jealous. You know he's doing something for you to already have these suspicions to do that. And now you goes over to somebody else's house. You knocks in somebody else's door, and you have a man that has been a coward and a chicken that you want.
Yeah.
You're not even wanting a man. Because a man would have came out there and told you, yeah, man, what you want to do?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you cheating, be bold about it. You should have came right on the house with one of them and say, you know what? You here now. What you want? What you want to do? You want to get the car? You want to go, or you want me to go with you? Or you want to go on so I can stay in, stop, and just keep handling my business? Be a man about it. You bad enough to cheat. You ought to be man enough to stand your ground.
Yes.
The woman, What she should have did, she never should have put in. She after she knew he was cheating, she should have said, "Got right, cleaned that house out, got her start taking care of her business, fixing up some stuff, and getting you another replacement." Next, you gonna spend all of this energy on somebody like that? I just got, and this ain't got nothing to do with that story.
That's okay.
Yeah, but we coming back. But that just happened just the other day. I saw these two people arguing, and I could have gotten drawn into the argument, but I simply told them, I don't argue with people that don't matter.
I know that's right.
That don't make no sense to me.
Don't argue with people that don't matter.
You don't matter. I'm not in no house with you. I don't ride with you. I don't work with you. You're not in my family. I don't, you're not paying none of my bills. So first of all, why should I lose my energy up on somebody that don't even matter? You ought to fuss when it's about something that I'm trying to get a point. I'm trying to resolve. I'm trying to make sure we get this right. I'm making sure that everything's come back together, because I got something to lose with you if you my family.
Right.
I got something to benefit if you my family. I don't want to live and knowing that it's all between us. But now I'm going to fuss with somebody that don't matter. No, I'm not going to give you that much time and not that much energy.
No.
We need to keep things right. So here you is going to go over to a woman's house that don't even matter.
She don't matter.
Here
lose
is
her life.
You lose your life over somebody that don't even matter. No. I tell everybody, you're going to go out here and shoot somebody and you're going to take their life and then lose your life. What kind of sense do that makes?
It's crazy.
How low can we go?
That's, yeah.
This woman, you had, and I look at you, you can think about it. You got so much drive, so much potentials, because you don't even know what the next day gonna bring, not the next hour, next second, but you wasted it on somebody that didn't matter.
That didn't matter.
Because if he mattered, he wouldn't have been there in the first place.
That's right. I think it made you kind of mad.
Yes, it did. Because yes, it did. Because we have some women, and you know what, I can imagine, and now I'm just trying to, because there's all kind of stories, sides of stories, because that's what I always tell you. That's why this show is challenging you, because there's your side, his side, and there's a truth
side. Yeah.
So we don't know. We only know one side.
Right.
But the whole thing is, this man, who know what she was doing, or how he had got tired, and how he found somebody that whatever the case may be.
He still was a coward.
He's a coward.
Because he should have came out that house. There's no way his wife knocked on that door and he didn't come and say, let me handle this.
Let me handle it.
Let me handle this. Let me talk to my wife. I'm the one. I don't care if she was wrong.
Your argument ain't with her.
Yeah. If she was wrong 20 times a day for coming over there, he should have came and got in the middle of that and stopped the situation. It didn't have to get that far. And that's what happens. We draw people into our own lustful ways, and you say kill the flesh. We have to make sure that we can learn how to discipline our flesh. We got to say no to it. We can't say yes to everything. Just because it looked good and it walked good, it got a new kind of cologne on and perfume on. You just can't say, yes, I want that.
And that smelling good will sure enough draw you. Yeah, you come up and you start smelling good. I'll be like want to follow you home. I know that.
Like a sniff.
Yeah, that's smelling good. You get a good. Don't mess with no stinking man. But if you get a good smelling man,
but you can buy some cologne and wash them up and make a stinking man a good smelling man.
I ain't trying to do nothing. If you ain't coming tight and right already, I ain't got time for all that.
What if he fall off for a moment? Tell me this. What if you met a man and y'all into each other for some months, and then all of a sudden he fell off and lost his job, or one day he said, I forgot to tell you I was still married, but we separated, and she trying to come back home, or he tell you later he got kids. What would be your cutoff point? What would be your limit to this man that you done been with all this time and you done fell for him? What would be your cutoff?
Well,
the deal breaker.
All that is a deal breaker, because you could have kept naming any of it. Because first of all, I ain't being sucking to nothing and nobody.
Oh, I know that's right.
And because if I no, don't work that day. Bye. Because the barber said next. Ooh. You is not got. I'm not finna be second fiddle to nobody. I don't have to be. I don't deserve to be. I know my worth. Now you need to know it. You need to know. No, I've earned this here. I've earned this title. I've walked this white. I've been built for this. And so now all of a sudden I'm finna take less. You know, a lot of times people see you alone, but that don't mean that you're lonely. And a lot of them see you alone because you say you can't get a man. That is the not the truth.
I can get a man. I just don't want that man.
Yeah, I mean, you want that. Exactly. You know, they tell me all the time, you too picky and you too choosy. I say I'm too old not to be. I know I'm picky, but I told him I've come too far not to be. You know, it's different when you're young and you got time to be, you know, picking and choosing. Yeah. Come on.
And nowadays you got to make sure they're a man. Yeah. Shoot, they might look like one. You got to make sure. Oh, yeah. What you got?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I mean, so all of those are deal breakers to me. If you found somebody better than me, be man enough to just say, baby, you know what? It ain't hitting. I thank you. And the relationship was good while it lasts, but I'm moving on. Amen. Thank you, baby, for being honest. It was a man that I thought I liked him, and he could have just took me any day, and you know,
he had to smell good.
Man, he knew how to just put your coat on you and just hold your coat to you. You know, I'm holding it until you get ready. Sit back and watch you talk till he get ready for you to leave. I mean, you know, has some classy ways by itself. And I was looking at him upside his head and said, "Yeah."
And what he do wrong?
And then he turned around and said, "You know what? You don't deserve me." And I'm saying to myself, I'm saying to myself, and I said, and exactly because I'm saying to myself, I don't know what else. I mean, you riding good, you look good, smell good, and you're treating me right. So what if? And you're working, you got all your own business. He said, "I'm married." Dude, then why you waste my moment? Why you waste my moment? I had a moment. And he said, "But I know you deserve more than that." Do you know I couldn't do nothing but thank him and appreciate him that he was honest
at that moment? He should have been honest up front.
Right. Well, he was hoping. He learned who Miss B was.
Yeah.
Could be.
He was hoping that sometimes they look at what's so good, it's worth
to try,
but trying to get them away from what they have. I mean,
and some of them think that they worth it for a moment. You know, he could have been looking at me and say, "Yeah, baby, you really good for one night stand." You know what I'm saying? And then maybe when he got in and found, no, I can't do that to her. You know, I can't do that. So whatever the case was, I thanked him because, you know, you ought to know, no, she don't deserve that. Don't want everything that wants you.
He realized you don't deserve
you don't deserve that. I mean, you ought to know that.
And he actually was putting you in harm's way because what if his wife would have walked past you and it's some innocent because you don't know. That's low. He put you in harm. It felt good for that moment, but I know
he didn't really ever lead me on. I would lead myself on. It wasn't him. It was me. I was thinking way ahead. You know, I'm thinking I'm here today, but baby, I done thought about yesterday, tomorrow, and every day.
He told me he was married. You wouldn't have been thinking none of that.
Right.
That's sooner.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. If he had said that sooner.
I know I'm married, but you sure look good. Yeah. I know I'm married, but let me buy you a dinner. I know, you know, all you gotta do is lead with the truth right away. And then that gives you the opportunity to say, well,
but some of them, they and that's a good point. When they meet you, should they automatically, you know, put it?
Yeah, because half of them ain't even wearing their rings.
And you being married with me, I mean, I have no future with you.
But some of them are just sitting there. They ain't trying to do nothing. They ain't trying to take you home. They just trying to enjoy a good conversation, or maybe just trying to have a, you know, just try to sit there. They ain't trying to.
Well, they're not trying to, but you also said what your goals were. I'm sure that he knew what your.
He had a feeling.
Them
vibes was.
Yeah. So you that's when you knew. Let me be honest with her, because she ain't playing. She knows exactly what she want, where she want to be, and I'm not about to take her there. And then when you know that, you're supposed to do exactly like he said, walk away. You should say it earlier, but if you haven't, you need to pivot and walk away. But some of them are very selfish and gonna see if you're gonna give them. I'll take what you'll give me.
Yeah.
So he put you in harm's way. He
may have a crazy wife. They don't know, like that man that got his wife killed.
His wife killed.
You know your wife will show up.
And you ought to know it. You know your wife.
And and there was the same scenario like that. But the other lady said that when she knocked on the door, the girl was scared of her and went and got him, and come find out he was a pimp. I say that on paternity court. You see that? He was a pimp, pimping the girl, and she said he told the wife, "I can't leave. She got a client here. I got to wait till she finished with the client."
Wow.
That's low.
Low.
And they still together.
Low.
And they still together. So that means you didn't think enough of yourself or that woman. You didn't think enough of that woman to say you're not gonna do this.
Coming from a little bit. She had some clue.
I tell you, we getting low.
We're getting very low.
It's a new low.
It's a new low. And the last low I seen, I gotta stay off Facebook.
No, I understand.
The last low I seen is a man and his child came in and watched came in and caught the mama and the son together on the couch. Did you see that?
Now how do you get lower than low?
A real son.
How do you get lower than than the low?
That's the lowest. How low can you go?
Yeah, that.
And the boy was like, I can't believe it. And then the dad was like, why you didn't say nothing? Why you didn't stop him? He said, he's bigger than me. I'm scared of him, But they arrested the son. I didn't see them arrest the mother, but I'm assuming they did because that's an incest thing or whatever.
The son raped the mother?
I don't know if he raped her. The mother kept saying, I love you, and all that stuff. So I'm not sure of how this story go, but it's just as nasty can be. But they walked in on the couch. No, but I don't think he raped her, because if he raped her, that father should have been beating him down.
What's the arrest for?
I don't know. They arrest him. Incest is a crime.
Incest is a crime?
Yeah. Child.
The mother's older, so she couldn't stop him. I just don't understand how that starts. Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay, because it's low. It's a low moment. It's very low. It is.
So a new level of low sickness.
Yeah.
And it's happening. It's happening. I mean, just yesterday I'm looking at this boy. He killed his sister. I mean, where did we come from with this stuff?
Man.
How did we get here? I mean, it's when I tell you the stuff you shake your head at. And then one girl, she had on these pants, and they were just, and because the big old people used to tell you they don't want to see your cheeks.
Yeah.
You better not see them cheeks. And they showing everything. And then so the man was looking at her, and he was turning her around, and she turned around. What you looking at? And I said to myself, I'm looking too, because why you got it like this? Why you looking like this? You expecting people to look. If you hang your dirty laundry out for people to see, they're gonna watch.
They're gonna watch.
Don't get mad.
They're gonna watch it. They definitely gonna watch. We have to be very careful, man. So, and it's so sad to say, but it's what's happening. They wearing bras outside. They wearing panties outside. Well, they say they're not panties, but they are wearing them.
They panties.
They panties. They wearing them outside. Maybe if I had a little tight stomach, I probably would. Oh no.
We saw it was just somebody the other day. The girl say she came in the hospital, the thing, and the bra and the panties on, waiting to see a patient. I'm like, we don't care.
Yeah. No. And then some of them is thicker than me, and they talking about something. They got a muffin top. Those are mountaintops. You got too much going on out here to be. No, ain't no muffin, nothing. Come on now. We need to start coming
low.
out.
Low.
How low can you go? I'm telling you, we have to have, like you said, have some dignity about ourselves.
We have no respect. And your respect, maybe it ain't for you, but you ought to have some for what's connected to you. I mean, it's a lot of things that people could say or do, but sometimes you can't do it because I know too many people. I got children that watches me. I got grandkids. I got great grands, and I got sisters and brothers, and they respect me. And how can I just demean myself to levels to hurt not only myself, but all of those that connected to me? Don't you care about anybody? No.
I think we get caught up in the moment. and we don't realize this stuff is in the cloud. Years ago, you have to stumble through the shoebox to find the picture of the person and everything because it wasn't online. Now everything is online, and nothing is getting lost.
Yeah. Everybody got a camera, and you better be. I be watching people everywhere I go who got their camera.
They got them in the glasses. They got them on the hats. They got them on the pocketbooks. They got them all over the place, and you don't even really know. Sometimes you're being recorded. You just don't know. So that's why you have to do things in decent and in order wherever you go, because you don't know what kind of eyes are on you. What you're doing, you maybe you sneak into the backyard. I want to wear my pajamas out there this morning to move the garbage can. I'm like, them neighbors might be over there. Let me make sure that I'm well put together. I don't know who coming, and I gotta be prepared to fight just in case somebody somebody come outside. So we are at a new low in America.
We are. I mean, they talking about bringing the National Guards in, and I'm like, I was asking them. I said, what's wrong? What's wrong with bringing them in? I know I don't look at news, and I know I don't keep up with the latest trends and all that stuff. But if you want to bring somebody to help something get better, what's wrong with it? Or what is the rationale between they don't want them to come?
I guess they don't want to appear that their city is uncontrollable and the crime is not that bad. They want to make sure that the governor and the state senate is still and the state police officers are in charge and stuff like that. Because the National Guards, they can't arrest you, but they can detain you until the police come in. So they don't want to work together because it's a government thing. I do say it. The threat of them coming should make the city feel like they need to get it together, because our kids are killing each other left and right with no heart, with no remorse. They got all these guns. If they're not gonna come and clean up the guns, or if they're not gonna come and make a huge difference, then I think they should come just to stand around and watch, maybe to make a difference. But at the same time, I think if they're gonna come, try to find those guns and where they're coming from. Try to do something to make a difference. Try to connect with the people instead of just having the people out there like that. Because I think that we need to do more than just have their presence. Their presence is we need more. We got cops, we got police here, and we got their presence, but they need to do something if they come in.
All we do is talk about the police. The police ain't nothing. The police ain't nothing, but we need them. And then now all of a sudden you want to bring some National Guards in, and all we got to do is families got to take their homes back. Yeah. You see your children's outside. You got teens take over. How can they take over if your mama's got them at home? At some point, you got to be held accountable. You got to be held accountable for what's going on, and you have to take some responsibility. I don't know about no National Guard. I don't keep up with a lot of stuff, but anything that's gonna help them. How can you tell me a guy on the corner of my street gets shot 5 times? No, how do you not care? How do you just stand over somebody and just take a life like that
and videotape it while you're doing it?
How do we do it? So if you're trying to clean up something like this, if you're trying to say we want to save as many lives as we can, because I'm regardless on what it looked like, regardless on how bad it is out here, I do know the good will never, the bad will never outweigh the good.
Just somebody's still alive.
Oh yes. Oh, as many as we see out here acting crazy, we got some that's saying, "No, I want to be something. I want something. I want to have something." So I'm not gonna say that it's all of them, but those that it is, we need to take some type of accountability for it.
What I think that we are negating that they always say we need programs for the youth. You need programs for the parents. These parents are 16, 20, 25. When I was coming up as a young parent, they had programs for us to train us how to be mothers. Not saying we're going to teach you how to discipline your child, but we're going to teach you how to what's coping mechanisms and how to love on them. They have programs. I don't see people talking about programs for parents. These parents are at their wits' end because nobody taught them. Their mama was 15 and now they 30. You know what I'm saying? Now this is 15 and 30 years. How do we do this? How do we go back old school and take control of our children before they get to 15, before they get to 18 and 19. We
Or
need
12.
parental programs out here. We don't have any parent programs.
What you Guard is gonna help with that?
No, it's not. That's what I'm saying. They're not planning to do something that can stand out. They shouldn't be here. Because just your presence is okay. It's scary. But guess what? They're attacking the police. What makes you think they want to attack you too?
But another way to look on that, and I don't know whether it's right or wrong, but another way to look at that is if you've tried everything else and it has not worked, try something else.
Try something.
You know what, the girl came, Michelle, and I listening to her just the other day. And do you agree with her? She said that Caucasian men try to create homes and African American men create babies.
I don't say all African American men do
well,
that.
She does it. But I'm kind of like, you know how most times when you say that, they're not speaking because the massive. They're right. Thinking that, you know how some of them, they're thinking that, it ain't everybody, but
the mass of them do create a lot of babies. And because most of them don't have the male figures in the home with them to teach them. And teach them this is not what you want to go. This is not the route you want to go. And a lot of times when a man have a baby, if they feel like they're a man then, or that's their way of asking for love in different ways. What does love look like to Black men? It looks different. Money is for white Caucasian men. That's what love look like to them. But for Black men, having a baby or having somebody to say I love you back, that's what empowers them and make them, to me, feel more of a man. I gotta take care of my baby. I gotta do this or that, or shouty over here, But money, to me, empowers Caucasian men. So they have more money. They are taught to have more money to build these homes with. But those are the ones that's in behind the closet doors, doing all the things that nobody else does. And then those are the ones who suffering in silence, the Caucasian women suffering more in silence, because guess what? They was taught not to say nothing. When an African American woman say something, she loud, rowdy, and all out of control because she was taught to stand up for herself and be independent. So yeah, we may have these babies. Now we loud and they quiet and they taking abuse, or they the quiet alcoholics and all that stuff. It's just what it is. Cultural power is for them. In money. For us, it's just having a family. Yeah. We raised on family love.
I totally agree. This is one of these things, and we can go. Did I jump in any of your conversation? Because you can go back right now.
No, but if you guys want to chime in on what we're talking about, you can put it in on the chat, or you can give us a call at 708-223-8953. This is Miss Vee and the Crew at IntellectualRadio.com, and we would love to hear from you.
Amen. I was just looking at the other day, because some of this stuff with seeing these young kids going to jail, got these $1 million courts and all these time that they are giving them. And so I was sitting there, and this woman, they killed her son, and her son was a good son. He just got out the Navy, and he was a good son. And he went to court, and the mother went to court of the son that got killed, and the mother of the son was there that did it was there too. But she told him she forgive him.
That's good.
She hugged him and say, I'm gonna visit you and come visit you in the jail. I want to be a part of your life. And do you think that you could do that as well?
You just got me silent, because it'll take a lot of Jesus.
Right.
It take a lot of prayer. A lot of yes, he will have to work on me. I might not hate him, but I ain't visiting him. I don't think I'm hugging him, and not in that moment. And why did you do it? Why did you do it? I would have, if I visit you, I got a lot of questions. Why? What's happening? But I just came out in the court. I can't. I just don't see it. I don't see it. I know I love the Lord and the Lord loves me, but He had to give me a whole lot of strength for that one. Because sometimes as parents you turn vigilante. You try to figure out, this is my baby. And then perhaps she knew what type of lifestyle her son was living. I don't know.
No, it was a good son. He was the only son. And she had pictures and stuff and was holding it. And I guess she said her religion she has to forgive.
That's true.
She has to forgive. She has, in order for her to move on, she has to forgive him. She stood in the court and forgave him, and then she hugged him, and he cried on her, and she said, "I'm gonna keep up with your mama, and I'm gonna I'm gonna
now? What's that Facebook?
No, I'm saying that he had, because he had a heart of pity. He didn't do it when you say the young man cried on her shoulder. That he had a heart of pity.
And he asked for
was
forgiveness.
sorrowful, so that might have moved
I'm
her.
Sorry.
Yeah, that might have moved her.
You know, I said this was one of those acts that we see that we supposed to. You know how people say, "I don't know how she did it. I could not have done it," but that is actually the act that we need to try to compare to be,
right?
Because to move on, to heal, and to release it. Because as long as you carrying it, you're hurting yourself,
right?
And it ain't gonna bring your son back.
No.
And so now she's trying to do it the right way. And can we do it? I don't know.
I think it can be done.
Touch the level of empathy for the other mother too.
Right.
If she was in the
she heard both of them.
They both lost their sons.
Right. They both lost their sons, and if she was the mother in that end, she'd know what she want for her son, for her to forget. She's able to think about it all the way around and act it out. She's in her word. She knows how to use her faith to help her with this.
And yes, I can see her forgiving. I actually can see her forgiving him now that you said he was full of pity and sorrow. But you know how many people I forgave, and I hope I never see him again.
We don't forget. We forgive, but I forgot. I'm gonna hurt you when I see you.
Yeah, she told him, "I'm gonna come visit you, and I'm gonna stay in touch with your mom, and we're gonna come be together." And I'm saying to myself, this is real.
That's true faith.
It is. I mean,
true faith.
And I don't know how many people is there, but it's I don't know.
Having a relationship with the mother too sounds like she has. I'm gonna keep in touch with the mother.
Yeah.
She has besides his actually being sorrowful for what happened. She's talking to the mother and feeling her and trying to help her pain of what her son did, and she's saying, "I'm so sorry my son did this." I mean, it's because she's getting everything you need. Some people are not that remorseful.
Yeah.
You're sitting in. There's a girl here at Intellectual Radio whose brother was killed by a guy, and the court case came up in last month, and her mother was like, "I'm not ready. I'm gonna hurt him." And she said the boy contacted her and said, "I'd like you all to give me. I'm sorry, and please come to the court." He wanted them there at the and she's ready to hear him out and forgive him. And her mother was like, "I'm gonna kill him if I go there and he starts trying to talk to me. I'm gonna hurt him." So I mean,
I don't know. And actually we say, but we don't really know.
We don't know.
Because when you get face to face with a person that took your child's life, and you don't really know.
You don't know anger or love.
You know, I try to forgive him, but
I mean, you don't know.
I probably hear people that jump over the
and they doing it every day. I mean, and some stuff is just, it's just low. I mean, and the stuff I see with all these killings and stuff, and how they just beat you to a pulp and just stand over you and just beat you. And I mean, and I'm like, how much more do you want to beat and kick? At what level do you know that's enough? I can walk away from it.
I want to ask you all, I was thinking of this earlier when I heard somebody shot somebody. What happened to good old fashioned fighting? Like, you get mad and you go beat them up versus getting your gun to kill them. Them out of this earth. What happened to that? Why don't people fight?
Yep, they did. They both lost sons. I don't know. I call them punks. I call them cowards. You have to run it. The ones who mostly go run and get a gun, you'll never see them put their hands up, their guards up. Go take a boxing class. Go do Aikido. Go do something. But you don't necessarily have to do a gun. Yeah. You're punks. You got to walk around with that. You got to take somebody's life from a distance. You can't stand a man eye to eye and take care of your business. And if you win, you win. I walk away. If you lose, you lose. You walk away.
If you lose, they coming back with the gun. If they ain't got it then, they finna call somebody and get it. I mean, it's crazy. One of the things that is true to me, because to my heart, I have a cousin, and her son, when he was younger, he got shot Man walking out of the alley, he shot him 2 times. Now he's paralyzed. And his attitude, honestly, is unbelievable. When you see a young person that is not worrying about what he's going through, he is so happy and enjoying every minute of it. And I mean, and even now, just when he shine, he makes other people's laugh, other people smile, and you can love to see that. But who could sit there and realize that you took his livelihood away from him, his lifestyle away from him, the pain that the mother got to go through on a daily basis, trying to get you to and fro, get you in a wheelchair, get a car that can carry you. I mean, there is such a path that goes along with even if you don't die.
Yeah.
It's a path that you constantly got to walk every day. And to know you've been a part of it, to know you had something to do with it. How low?
Heart of stone. A heart of stone. And that's just.
And this is what I'm saying. How low can we go in this generation? What does it take to let you open your eyes and see? It's got to be something better than this. I don't want to spend my life in this. And they thinking it. They think ain't gonna never be nothing. They think they ain't gonna never amount to nothing. So they don't care nothing about their life. So guess what? They don't care nothing about yours either.
No. They used to say you watch how a man treats his mom and his sisters, and you'll know them. But that's a lie. Because sometimes they live in fake lives. They go in there and be the best child and everything else, and then get out in the street and be somebody totally different that you don't even know. So, yeah, it's go to the house and beat women or cheat and sleep with men, sleep with everybody. And you left to say, I thought I knew my child.
I'm telling you,
I thought I knew them. You don't know. And I believe this is one of the scriptures that God will turn you over to a reprobated mind. This is a reprobated mindset in America.
We don't care.
Teaching, not us in this room, because I already know that. This doesn't pertain to us. I'm saying the younger
as a whole,
people raising children. Are they teaching? We were taught to have a love for our siblings, our love for that I'm your keeper. I wonder, are they teaching that anymore? That we got each other. We're siblings, and it's us, this family against the world. Like, to have it's you and me, to have empathy for other people and feel hurt when you hurt.
Yeah.
There's no empathy anymore.
No.
I'll hurt you and not care if I take you out this
like
world.
A nigga on the street. They fight like
watch people fall, and is it social media that's making jokes out of everything?
They're making a joke out of it.
That is, if you watch more people record someone getting hurt versus jumping in and
saying, that's true. So true.
Yep.
Just like they're beating up the man on the bus. And they was getting out the way. And they weren't trying to help him.
But everybody's so afraid now. Fear is they're afraid that somebody got a gun. They're afraid that if I get in, I'm gonna get hurt and they're gonna stop helping me. Everybody is afraid now. They're living in fear. And where's the joy? Where's the community? I remember we could sit on the porch and the whole block outside, and we just like a family block. Nobody can come out their doors now.
No, it's not. Like you say, honestly, I told somebody, I don't know certain kids. I don't know if I tried to. When you used to try to help parent other people, do not shoot me over a little baby. I don't know. I don't know if it's the guns, because people said, ask me, is it the guns or is it the people?
It's both.
Because guns don't kill people without
without a hand behind it. Right.
That's the mindset of the people, and then I don't know if that was you or somebody said that parents is giving their kids guns. They're afraid for them going to school, and they giving them weapons to take with them. How?
Hello.
Parents are. It's a new low. It's a boy who. His show the same time as you all. He does it in the other room. Last week he did his show, and he mentioned that a school has told the kids they can't bring their cell phone. The phones lit up. The parents called on he had to stop the show. He was so shook up at how they attacked him on his social media and the phone calls about their kids need their phones. Parents now that are kind of loopy.
That's what I said.
You send your kids for class.
To learn.
You should be okay. Okay, they don't have their cell phone for 8 hours. They're not gonna be contact the school if it's that important. What you gotta contact them for.
Yeah.
It was nuts how much the parents
beat you up.
He was a young boy, and he was thrown off. The parents were attacking his social media, like getting like to the point talking violence to him over him saying that they shouldn't have their cell phones.
They shouldn't have them.
And you know that's his opinion, that's his conversation. And why would you get mad at me for thinking like I think?
Yeah.
I mean, but this is where we at now.
I think they shouldn't. When they used to come in my room, I used to have a box, and I put the you check your phone in, put your name here, what number slot you got.
It's turning them in like that.
Yep.
They lost their mind. I need to contact my child. What about old school? We didn't contact them. We didn't
call
contact
me.
Them. Contact the school.
Yeah, call the teacher, call the principal.
Right.
If it's that important.
Yeah, come up here.
Downstairs to the
come
office
up here and sit in and watch yours. If that's what you want.
Well, those parents that attack this guy are gun owners. So they're the same people that I'm sure if that child can't be without their phone, they can't be without their gun either.
That's the problem. Like we just had these kids getting shoot up. What's that, in Minnesota or somewhere?
Yeah.
And the man said he had a
church
with shooting children. I just saw the news.
And his mama used to work at the school.
He went to the school too.
See what I'm saying? But they can come in. So because he was a former student, he can walk in freely.
They ain't think nothing.
Nobody don't think his mama worked there.
They know him.
Come on.
But he shot him from outside the window. He never went in. He shot inside the church.
That's sad though.
But what about? I think one reason the National Guard is somebody brought a gun to Whitney Young. So now the schools that they think none of this could happen at,
it's happening.
It's happening in their good schools. Their prideful schools.
Okay.
Now that's why they want bring the National Guard because this
everybody getting afraid. Everybody is getting scared. So we got to speak up. We got to not be afraid. We got to talk about these issues. We got to address them. We got to help our young people because they're dying quicker than the old people. Even though older people are dying, they're dying quickly. They're not making it at all, especially between the ages of 12 and 20. They're going out faster than fast. It's so sad. We are at a low point. Yeah, maybe the National Guards will help, but I think we need to grab hold of these parents, mothers and fathers. We need to get them into some kind of a stadium, a big old Bear stadium or something, and give them some real parenting skills. Give them something to encourage them and help them be empowered to say, let me raise my children right. Let me not be afraid of my child. Most of them are afraid of their own kids.
Oh yeah, the kids are beating the mom up now.
Yeah. I kill them dead. Harpo, you beat me. I kill you dead. But I just say we got to get them. They keep saying it start with the kids. It start with the parents. We need to do something, some kind of program.
What about the churches? I heard someone say the churches should be stand in the gap of the parents.
But the churches can only do what the parents allow them to do. The churches can say, come on in, we're going to help your kid. But if you don't bring them in, how are we going to help them? If you don't try to get children to come to these children programs, but the parents got to bring them. I remember when I was doing youth with the kids, I used to put them kids in my car before they had the seatbelt laws, stack them up and bring them all in. If you ain't going to bring them, I'm going to get them. You can't do that now. But so the parents have to take some type of initiative and say, I want my child to learn this. I want my child to have this break. I want you guys to help me to help my children. It takes a village, but how the village gonna help your kids if you got them locked in or you're not trying to participate with the village? We need the parents to be empowered. That's how I think.
If you can't talk to the child and then you can't talk to the parent, well, how do you expect it? Because now you got kids is arguing and the parents agreeing with the children. So now it's not only you fighting the children, you got to fight the parent too. And some people say, I ain't got time for that. Gone.
They don't pay teachers enough for that, unfortunately. At least they feel that way. But they're not to put their lives to be in danger with these kids and the parents coming up there with guns.
Coming up there want to fight the teachers.
It's got to be, me and the teacher got to be on the same level. And I cannot, not the level, but I'm saying we got to be on the same page. Yeah. No, what you say you did. You know what I'm saying? And then and we are together.
We're together and it's not like that in schools anymore. No. We work together for the best of this child. It's the parent and the children against the teacher.
Right. I thank God I was fortunate enough that when I was in school, Tiffany is one of my students. She's on there now. Hey, Tiffany, she in her 40s. But I was fortunate enough to build relationships with the parents. And then when I call the parents or say something, they be like, what did she say? You better listen to her because they back me up.
You up. That's it.
Right.
That's what
they back you up. But nowadays you call them like, well, what did you do? Did you say? How did you do it?
What you doing to my? At a defense already. I just saw just recently where this boy was fighting the teacher, and another teacher was right there, and I said, two teachers, one student, and the boy fighting the teacher.
Because they scared of losing their job.
He didn't touch him. He was letting them do it. I was like,
because he's scared to lose.
What are you standing there for? You should just go on away.
Everything's on video. Used to be that the teacher could do stuff and it wouldn't be.
They tell you
they be scrutinized everything the teacher did.
Right
now, some child is videotaped and they can pick it apart and say,
"That's exactly what
his arm."
Yeah,
you grab his arm.
They show his video in it. But I mean, but the teacher didn't have. I mean, the student was slapping him upside the head. He was pushing him.
But you can't slap him back.
But they have trainings that said do not touch a kid. Wait till security get there.
Whatever job they said don't touch him. I don't want that job. I don't want no job. Well, you telling me that a child could stand up here toe to toe with me and hit me, and all I can do is record it? No, I want you to record the whole thing, me hitting them back.
Boy, this has been some talk. This has been really, really good. Hey, Tiffany. Hey, Livia. Hey, Monique. Carol, cousin Keisha, nephew James, auntie Joanne. I'm just looking at some of these names.
Oh man, the whole family.
Brother-in-law James,
her whole family.
I love my family. My brother-in-law Ronald.
My whole family. Her whole family.
They on here, and I love it. Thank y'all so much. Thank you over here. Oh, hey, Shiki. That's the Shika. Hey, girl.
You know it's good when you have that family edge and support. It makes everything better. It makes everything right. And I'm grateful to it. And I'm glad you guys can just tune in and just pump her, push you up. She needed, she deserved it. And I promise she's all of that. I am so grateful that you guys came on tonight. I just want to tell you that I was listening. They said there is 7 facial expressions. There's happiness, sadness, fear, disgust, anger, contempt, and surprise. Wear your smile. Somebody need it.
Hey, we'll talk to you later. See you next week. Love you guys.
Have a great night.
Have a great.
Love you.
Be safe this holiday.